Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Altcoin Buzz Trading. We're going to talk about Solana, AVAX, and Injective, I think is what it's called today. Market's looking really good. Let's get right to it. BTC yesterday was up and then back down a little bit, but then now we're bouncing back up. My volume tool here looks pretty good. I like what I see here. I like we're moving up, and I added some new alerts to my members alerts system right here, 43,443 and 44,595. These two are going to get us healthily back up. This could turn into a nice base for Bitcoin and ideally a good move up from there. So, and the altcoins are showing nicely as well. Solana, we'll look at that in a second, but I like what BTC is doing. Good volume here today coming out of that low. Nice pressure. Good volume here on the bottoming day coming through the 21 day and back up. So good action from BTC. Uptrend still in place. And I think Bitcoin is going to hold this low. I think that's going to be our swing low for right now. All right, next up is Solana, which can't back away from the 78.17 level here and also can't break it, but it will at some point. Something's going to have to give, and ideally it's to the upside. It looks like it's going to be to the upside. Our volume trend is really good here, sliding downward. Volume trend on the day could be better as we're already up here, just unable to really make that move up, but you can see the pressure, especially on the daily. Let's just get rid of the trend lines here. We have a lot of wicks to the downside. This 21 day in orange providing a tremendous amount of support, and it's either going to meander up in just some medium-sized candles, or we will get a bigger breakout, something like one of these where we have 1, 2, or 3 good days in a row. But it appears that we're on the cusp. There is some space to still pull back. Will it do it? I'm not sure, but it's looking excellent for this next leg up. We've tried up here 2 and 3 times. It just looks like it wants to go. We just need the volume to step in. If the volume doesn't step in, it's going to feel weird, at least for guys like me that use volume substantially. All right, next up is AVAX, which is in a similar situation. Now, if you remember the last large market cycle, the bullish one, Solana and AVAX towards the latter stages were really running in lockstep, and they're doing it here again this time around. So I think that's pretty good for the market. Not backing away from the 42.82. We do have another high here at the 45.41. So I think we have a little bit more to go here on AVAX, whereas Solana is really just up there in that top echelon. And but this is still looking great, not giving up this blue 10-day moving average. And volume is really diminished here. If you look at the last time volume was really diminished, we started getting upward pressure, we started rallying. So we could be in that situation here. At the same time here, the volume stayed low for a week and a half to 2 weeks. This one, we're just getting into the low volume. So a little bit trickier for AVAX, but overall, I'm waiting for moves from this token as well. And then Injective, this thing already on its way up. We talked yesterday about this for the first time as I was pretty much sick last week, and came down a little bit and then moved back up. Volume is still substantial. My volume aggregation tool shows the bulls are very aggressive here. My daily VA tool shows a difference on the volume aggregation tool. Shows the bears kind of are in control, but my 2 hours superseding that. The lower time frame will give you a better, more granular view than the higher time frame. So I got to go with the lower time frame that it's bullish. And obviously a move from 17 to 32, now up at 42, definitely bullish. So I think we have a little more to go here as well. In each of these small consolidations, this one, maybe even this one, could be bought on the way up. So this one broke out, this one failed you, but this is looking much tighter, and this is leaning towards the top 20 of cryptos now. So you're going to see a lot more of Injective around the scene, even though it's just getting started. Looks it's running a little bit like Solana did really early on. Solana's very first run. It's a little bit late in the stage, coming from $1 up to 42. You have to catch these early, and I wasn't looking for new alts at the beginning of the year, so kind of missed this one. But later on, we can get what we can get, and that's all you can do. So market's looking great here, guys. You got to find a way into strong tokens that are in a good trend, that have good volume. Those are going to be your best ones. I've shown you some good ones. These are also larger market cap, so they should be a little bit more safe from massive downside moves, except for maybe Injective, which is still in a super volatile phase. But the trend is really strong in this, so things are looking pretty good. If you do want to get involved in Injective, you have to find a good stop loss. It's hard to get a good stop loss when you're so extended. You have to find support where you can find it, basically almost any red candle or small consolidation. So that's why I say you buy breaking out of the consolidation. For example, on this one, you could buy this, but seeing how it's so volatile, your stop has to be way down here at about 10%, which may be a non-starter or a half position size because of the wide stop loss. And stop losses should be less than 8% generally, depending on your strategy, but that's a great rule of thumb. All right, guys. Well, that's all I got for you. Market's looking really good. BTC looks like it's getting a little more volume as we're speaking. So I'm going to get out of here, maybe make a trade or two. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.